you for stepping into the arena. Let's talk about Ascending Olympus and all the rules. I'm here to simplify things and make things very easy for everyone to understand. The very start is a college-style tournament, best 3 of 5 for all matches. The opponents are going to have the same rules as they had in World Series Championships. They're going to get one spell and one character ban. They're going to go back and forth. The person who's lower on the bracket within the challenge.com website is going to get the first pick, and they're going to go back and forth between every match. At the end of the 5 matches, or whoever wins 3 matches first is going to win and go on to the next bracket. You will have 24 to 48 hours to complete each match. You must be in champion in order to be in Ascending Olympus. There are no character limitations. Ursula, Hercules, everyone's free game. The final 4 people are going to be the ones who earn the right to ascend Olympus. Let's talk about Empowered Seals. Empowered Seals are going to be guaranteed buffs that you're going to earn as you go through Ascending Olympus. The players will automatically get 1 Empowered Seal at the very start, which is they'll get an extra life. That extra life is consumable. All Empowered Seals boons are consumable items. They can only be used one time. If you choose your Gladiator and you die, that boon is gone. That Empowered Seal is gone. If you die against a Gladiator, your Empowered Seal makes you come back to life, and you have to fight that Gladiator one more time. But if you had used a boon, it doesn't matter. That boon is gone, just like in RPGs. If you die, you had buffs. Your buffs go away, and you have no buffs. The second Empowered Seal is you have the ability to re-roll the wheel. The third one is summon a clubmate to help you during draft. The draft is going to start with the champion first always. Champion will pick 1. The Gladiator will pick 2. The champion will pick 2. The Gladiator will pick 2. Champion will pick 1. And the Gladiator will pick 1. The champion will pick 1 spell. The Gladiator will pick 1 spell. The champion will pick 1 spell. And the Gladiator will pick 1 spell. During draft, you have 60 seconds between each and every character. If it expires, whatever character is locked in that spot in the character load screen, that's the character they will play regardless. Unless it was banned by the Gladiator or it's outside of the confines of the powers. Kricxus is going to choose the character that is going to fight in that stead, and it doesn't even have to be in that category. I could literally put in Yzma Kronk because you made the vital mistake of going past the timer. You choose the path when going through Olympus. You have complete player agency. What that means is there are 6 gladiators to choose from. You only have to defeat 4. After you defeat 4 gladiators, you earn the right to take down the god of the arena, Kricxus. Kricxus is the final boss of the PvP raid Ascending Olympus. Gladiator powers. The first gladiator is Dacis, the Chrono Lord, the Time Lord. He has the ability to always use Mickey Mouse. You cannot use Mickey Mouse in draft against Dacis. His ability is while Mickey Mouse is alive on his turn, not Mickey Mouse's turn, on Dacis' turn, he can freeze the match, the match, and go back to draft, and it's gonna lock both teams, all 10 characters, out of the draft. They're completely banned. You'll go back to draft, and you will re-pick a new game, new set of characters, come back, you'll fight. This time, Dacis won't have Mickey Mouse, so you won't have the powers. If you kill Mickey Mouse during the match before Dacis resets the match, he cannot reset the match. The Principle of Destiny. The Principle of Destiny is Truex Prawn of Frontierland. He has a will, and this will is a random will that has a list of classes, and whatever it lands on, that's what the champion and the gladiator will play. The classes are Tech, Kingdom, Oceanic, princesses, villains, heroes, Mickey Mouse's, wilds, only female characters, and animals only. Kricxus also has the ability to choose 2 characters outside that class. For example, if it lands on heroes, Kricxus Prawn can pick 2 villains and add that into his team, so you have 3 heroes, 2 villains, while you have 5 heroes. The Grand Suppressor, the Aura of Suppression, also known as Camden. You cannot use spells against Camden, but he can use his spells. If you use a spell in the fight against Camden, his ability starts and you automatically die. That is the mechanic. Do not touch your spells when fighting Camden. The Mixmaster, the Potion of Exchange. Fabi of Let It Go. He has the ability during draft to draft a 6th pick. On top of that, he can swap a character from his roster to the champion's roster and take the champion's character and put it on Fabi's roster. For example, Fabi drafts Yzma. Champion drafts Hercules. He takes Hercules and gives the champion Yzma. On top of that, again, he gets the 6th pick. Let's talk about Jiva, the Gem Master. What he does is he gets the ability to take 4 level 1 gems and add them to the champion's roster. It is highly advised that you have 4,000 sorcerer coins or have 4 level 1 stones. The Gem Boon. What the Gem Boon does is it gives you the ability to take away those level 1 stones that Jiva gave you and add them back in for a total of 2 more gems on your roster. So you'll be at a 2 gem disadvantage. You'll have a 2 level 1 stones, and then you'll have 3 of your max stones again. Or you can apply that to a gladiator. What that does is it makes any gladiator have 1 level 1 stone of your choice. The Unrepeatable, also known as Zealous Phoenix of Champions of Olympus. He has a very special draft. You cannot choose the same characters as him, but he can choose the same characters as you. On top of that, he gets a 6th pick. This also applies to spells. Boons are on a random wheel, and you get a boon every time you defeat a gladiator. After you defeat a gladiator, we're going to roll the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's the special power or disadvantage you get. It could be a blessing. It could be a curse. There are 2 curses and 4 blessings on the wheel. The 2 curses are the same curse. Kricxus chooses the next champion that you face. The 4 good boons are trade a character after the draft is complete. So you pick a 6th character and you can swap them in to your roster. The Gem Boon is you can choose 2 gems to swap into your roster after the draft is complete. This is specifically designed to counter Jiva. He has 3 stones he chooses for you. You can then take 2 stones and replace those 2 stones that he chose and add them back to what you want them to be. You will still have 1 stone disadvantage. Also, with that same boon, you can give it to any gladiator against them, where you can choose 1 stone type and level against them after the draft is complete against a specific character. Let's talk about the swap spell boon. What it allows you to do is swap a spell from the gladiator to you, and you take yours and give it to him. So you could choose Prince John's Taxes. He could have Peter Pan's Shadow. And you swap him, and now he's stuck with Prince John's Taxes. This cannot be used against Camden. You can only duplicate the spells he has. So if you go against Camden, you can't use any spells. You use this boon, you now have 1 spell that you can use against Camden. For example, if he has Hammer, you could take his Hammer and duplicate it, and he would still have Hammer, and now you would have Hammer. Power of the Avatar. The power of the Avatar allows a clubmate or teammate to swap in and fight a gladiator in your stead. or they can actively coach with you during that one specific match. Empowered Seals. Every Final Four contestant will get one Empowered Seal, which is an extra life at the very start. So you can die twice while ascending Olympus. If you die your second time, you're out, you're eliminated, and you did not successfully ascend Olympus. After you defeat a champion, you will get an additional boon. If you defeat a champion again, you'll get your third and final boon. The second boon that you can get is re-roll the Wheel of Destiny. For example, it lands on Kricxus, chooses your next opponent for you. You can use this Empowered Seal. It's consumable, and you can re-roll it again. The next one is summon a clubmate to actively help you during draft. So they would join Discord, and they will help you during draft. Okay, you did it. You destroyed the 4 gladiators. You've earned the right to attempt to take down the god of the arena. When you fight Kricxus, he has 1 power and 1 power only. He can ban 1 character and 1 spell. You cannot use that character. You cannot use that spell, but he can. You're going to fight him best 2 out of 3 matches. The winner is the winner. My name is Kricxus, and I want to thank you for stepping into the arena.